Could you see my split? Cause this
Yeah,
is the
no, I could see it.
This is the before.
Right there is best.
Okay, this is what I did.
Can I reposition it?
Sure.
Do you want, does it matter if you're, does it matter how much you're in frame or? That's actually, let's keep that, that's good.
God. What? Hey everyone, it's me, Hallease, endeavoring to persevere. As always, if you're new here, I make videos about my chaotic good life. Subscribe, follow, social media, henceforth and hitherto. Do that if you want. I have been really wanting to work on becoming more flexible. I've always been stiff, you know what I'm saying? My hip flexors stay stiff though. And I've learned that the best way to incorporate something new into your lifestyle and sort of make it into a habit is to just start off with some kind of challenge. And so I was doing some Googlings, I was doing some Instagrams, if you will, looking up articles, so on and so forth. And I came across this challenge for doing the splits in 30 days. And so in this video, I'm gonna show you everything I did throughout my 30 days to try to get to the splits. Now, caveat. Before we even begin, do I actually think I will hit the splits by the end of the 30 days? I don't. I'm almost 30 and I've never been very flexible, and even at my best, I was doing yoga twice a week, hot yoga twice a week consistently. I did see improvements in my flexibility, but still, I would say overall, my hips are really stiff. I don't think in 30 days I'll be able to do the splits, but I do think I will be better. I do think I will be able to see a charted difference in 30 days. So I went ahead and took footage of day one so that way y'all could see where I'm starting from, and I went ahead and went through the 5 exercises, and throughout the rest of this video I'll be checking back in with y'all throughout the process of the 30 days to see how this goes. So I'll link to this Instagram post from blogilates. This is the challenge I'll be doing for the 30 days throughout this video. I believe blogilates, I believe she's big on Instagram, and then I think she's also big here on YouTube. So thank you blogilates for putting this together. I had never heard of you until I started Googling. Okay, so I just finished my afternoon run and I'm gonna now do the first 5 stretches. So I'm still on the first 5. I haven't started doing any of the new ones yet. In just the 5 days I've done this, a side effect that has been positive that I've actually really appreciated is that I do these stretches at the end of the day, and it's a nice way to just kind of round out the day and just kind of, it's almost meditative, if you will, and it's just really nice and relaxing. So I feel like even if I can't do the splits by the end of the 30 days, I will still be happy that I did this because it's just like forced me to slow down every night, which is nice. I don't know what the stretch is called, but the one where you have to put your leg in the thing and do the thing and stretch like this. I just use a belt to do that, and that seems to work. So, belt. So today is day 12, and at this point it's going pretty well. I've been very consistent with every day doing the stretches. One thing I was going to show y'all though is how I warm up my body if I don't do a workout that day before doing the stretches, and just show y'all a few things that I do just to get the blood flowing and kind of loosen up. So that way if you're doing this and you're not someone who's very active, you can just do some basic workouts to just kind of get your blood flowing and get into your stretches. I am not a professional workout person, so this is just basically stuff I found off Instagram. Okay. So it is day 13 of my stretching for 30 days to see if I can then do the splits thing that I'm trying here on this channel for some strange reason. Now I'm just like always kind of sore. And it makes me a little concerned that I might be overstretching, like I might be potentially damaging my ligaments, leg muscles and such. That is a thing. You can injure yourself by stretching too much and overextending and so on and so forth. But you know, I'm stubborn, so we gonna persevere and just keep doing it. But yeah, that's the one thing that I am concerned about, but am ignoring actively. Day 25 of trying to get more flexible or maybe even hit a split in a month. I ended up getting injured. I put like a really weird strain on my back over the weekend, and so literally yesterday I just could not stretch because my back hurts so much. So I just came back from doing a speed run workout as well, and that was how I warmed up my body. I did 4 1,000 meters with 3-minute breaks in between. And so the stretching is also just how I like cool down from a workout. I did my run, came back, did my stretches, and the thing I will say is you really can't skip days. Like, I do notice that a little bit of my flexibility and that it just kind of goes away. The elasticity, like you do lose a little bit of it every day you don't do it. I could feel that I got back there. I got back to my new sort of normal with my flexibility that I've kind of been building up to this month. But it took a little bit longer. So much so that I felt the need to kind of just do some yoga, like just do straight yoga to kind of just get my whole body moving a little bit. Aside from just wanting to become more flexible and doing a split and like all that kind of stuff, I really do enjoy doing these stretches because I don't know about y'all, but for me, I have noticed that like physically when I'm in good shape, it translates to how I feel mentally. It translates to how I approach everything else I do. For me, there's a really strong tie to physically how I feel and mentally how I feel. Like they are very interchangeable and one and the same. Even when I'm stressed now, Evelyn recently did a video about just how she decompresses and just resets herself. And one of the things she mentioned was sound baths. And yo, I found a sound bath playlist, and like now whenever I'm stressed, I put on my noise canceling headphones, listen to the sound bath, and just like stretch for 45 minutes. And I just feel so much better after I do that. I feel like we'll see these amazing people stretching on Instagram and like doing like awesome yoga. Look at me do this handstand stuff. And then you just scroll far enough down and you see like, oh, you're a retired gymnast. Or, oh, you're a retired ballerina. Oh, okay. You know, so it's like, yeah, you already had been working your ligaments since you were like 5, you know? And so now you're just literally maintaining your flexibility. You're not trying to become more flexible. So yeah, all that to say, don't get in your feels looking at people on Instagram that are like super flexible and doing crazy awesome stuff, because a lot of them are retired gymnasts, retired ballerinas, retired athletes. So it's April 1st, it's been 30 days, technically 31 days, and it's time to see if I have become more flexible or not, based on my splits as a metric, if you will. So now I'm kind of thinking, okay, do I just want to keep doing this even if I can't all the way do a split or anything like that? And I think my answer is yes. I think I do want to still keep doing it, because even though I don't think I'll be able to do a split, I think I'll be closer than I was before, which is something, like that's progress, that's the whole point. And I feel really good. Like I feel loose, I feel limber, if you will. So we'll see. You know, I'm gonna go through all of my stretches right now before doing my final split and kind of comparing with y'all how it does or doesn't look. But I still feel like I want to probably make a follow-up video to this video in like 6 months after consistently doing these for like a while. People say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And I know that's like corny as hell or whatever, but a lot of times it kind of is really about the journey. I find that when I set myself up to do something and I make it a routine, I start discovering a lot of just things about myself that I didn't really know about myself or I hadn't ever really tapped into. And so it's been interesting just by shifting my schedule a little bit and incorporating stretches into the day, how that's changed me a little bit or how that's just kind of adjusted me a little bit. And I like how it's adjusted me. So yeah. If you're someone who has become more flexible later in life, and by later I guess I mean like 25 and up, what are some things you're doing to kind of maintain and build on that flexibility that you could help someone like me who's gonna turn 30 this year to kind of get more into it? Because like I said, I do feel really good the more I stretch and I wanna keep working at it. So let me know in the comments below. A big thank you to my Patreon producers. If you're interested, patreon.com/Hallease. There you get early access to videos as well as private weekly vlogs from me about everything I'm doing in the background. If you're interested, check it out. No pressure though, especially in these trying times, like no pressure on that. And yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all.